Charges have been laid in the case of two young girls who froze to death on a Saskatchewan reserve. The bodies of a 3-year-old girl and her 22-month-old sister were found in January. At the time, wind chills on the Yellow Quill First Nation reserve dipped below -50. A 24-year-old man, a resident of the reserve, has been charged with criminal negligence causing death for failing to provide protection from exposure to the elements. No names have been released. Let's listen now to what police had to say about the deaths.
Read the press release that we have for you this morning, and we'll commence with a charge has been laid in the sudden death investigation involving two females, aged 22 months and 3 years, that occurred on January 29th, 2008 on the Yellow Quill First Nation, Saskatchewan. The Regina Major Crimes Unit, assisting Greenwater RCMP, arrested one male, 24 years of age, April 30th, 2008 in Rose Valley, Saskatchewan. He was subsequently released by Justice of the Peace to appear in provincial court May 21st, 2008, 10 a.m. at the Rose Valley Community Centre. The accused, a resident of the Yellow Quill First Nations, has been charged with one count of criminal negligence causing death, specifically for failing to protect from exposure to the elements for the two young girls, contrary to Section 220B of the Criminal Code. The name of the accused and the victim will not be released by the RCMP until May 21st, 2008, once he has appeared in provincial court. No further information will be forthcoming in this matter until the matter is brought to court.
What factor determined the charge, and are there more coming?
The charge was presented to Crown Counsel, and that is the one charge that is being brought before the courts.
So what determined the charges?
I can't speak on what the factors were as far as what determined the charges. That was decided upon by Crown Counsel in consultation with the Major Crimes Unit.
Does one charge then encompass both victims?
Yes, it does.
And
that was a decision.
Why not two charges?
That would be a question for the Crown Prosecutor and when it gets to court.
Why are the names not being released?
The name is going to be released. Our practice here in Saskatchewan is that the charge needs to be brought before the provincial court, and that will be on May 21st. We will then release the name of the accused and of the two girls.
There's no publication ban at this point on those names, though. There's no publication.
I am not aware of any publication ban from ours. It is our practice not to release that name.
A charge of criminal negligence carries what penalty maximum penalty?
Section 220B of the Criminal Code of Canada states it's life imprisonment up to.
Those information
Pretty serious charge, then.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, one question?
The information have been sworn, so the charges are laid, but you cannot release the names.
The information has been sworn with that one charge, and it's going to be brought before the provincial court May 21st.
Why did the death long before charge be death?
This was the investigation. It was a thorough investigation. It takes time to collect all the proper material and bring it before the Crown, and in conjunction they need to review things, and it takes time to complete a thorough investigation, and that's what they've done. So it does take time.
Is the investigation complete, or is there any follow-up?
The investigation is never complete until we get to court. If there's any information that would come to light, it would certainly be looked at. And an investigation is never completed until a verdict is given, and that's decided by the courts.
Are there any other charges coming against any other people involved?
That I'm aware of, not at this time.
Where's going to be the court appearance, May 21st?
The court appearance, May 21st, is in Rose Valley Community Centre at 10 a.m.
You can't tell us the relation of the person charged to the...
On May 21st, I will release that.
And you're certain he was arrested in Rose Valley?
Yes, he was. He was, excuse me, I have a cold. He was arrested yesterday and released at approximately 10:30 yesterday by Justice of the Peace.
How was the apprehension? Like how was he cooperative? Was he...
I won't comment on that. That'll be for the investigators to comment and bring that before the courts. And demeanor.
Sorry, just to clarify, this was the individual who was in the care of the children at the time?
I can't confirm that at this time.
Can you say if it was the father?
I cannot. I will confirm the name on May 21st.
Did the man have anything to say to police?
We'll hold that for the court for evidence as far as bringing that before the courts. Anytime that a person speaks to our investigators, that all becomes part and parcel of the material and evidence for the courts. All right, one more question?
Can you tell us the nature of the relationship between the victims and...
No, I cannot.
Do you know if this file went out of province or anything for a decision about charges, or was that made strictly between the RCMP and the Crown here?
I'm aware that it was a decision here in the province. Okay, that'll conclude our files. Un petit peu. Je peux parler
We're
un peu,
hearing
je peux
from
pas
the RCMP on the charges laid in the Yellow Quill case. 2 young girls lost their lives and a man has been charged, 24-year-old man has been charged with criminal negligence in that. Apparently, according to the member of the RCMP, that can carry a sentence of up to life in prison.